Hi, I'm Christina Applegate.
And I'm Jamie-Lynn Sigler.
And this is
Messy. Hello.
Are we going?
Welcome. We're going.
Okay.
Welcome to Messy.
Welcome to Messy, fuckers. Oh, people, lovely humans.
Some fuckers.
And some fuckers, possibly. I don't think so, though.
No, I agree.
think that the people that listen to this have an investment in trying to find betterment in their lives and also like to laugh at our weird little guests.
Mm-hmm.
Not all weird little guests. We do have some
We have some pretty great guests.
great guests. And then we have my friends.
Hi, I'm Christina. Your friends are the great. And I'm Jamie.
And welcome to, did we already say welcome to Messy?
Yeah, you can say it again.
It's just one of those days.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to Messy. Also, before we even continue, you know, if you like this podcast, like tell your friends and let them know too that like this isn't just a podcast about MS. Like literally Jamie and I are kind of bored about talking about MS, but we still will do that for our friends who do deal with this disease. But it's so much more than that.
You're so right.
There's talk.
Yeah.
We have incredible guests. I think probably the best group of guests of any podcast, maybe ever.
I back that up. I like that.
Tell your friends, man. They don't have to be like,
this.
oh, I can't listen to that because all they're going to do is like, wah, wah, wah. MS. We don't, it's not just MS.
Mm-mm. And liking and subscribing, does that help, Allison? Liking and subscribing helps.
Like and subscribes, guys. And tell your friends.
We also, Allison reminded me just now, we talk about pizza.
We've talked about pizza. And today I'm going to start off with a topic that I really find interesting right now. And maybe it's not a topic that's interesting. Maybe I just need to talk about it.
That's what this is here for.
So, like feeling heartbreak, there's like different kinds, right? There's like the heartbreak that you and I feel from losing the body that we knew. Okay. And what does that feel like? It's like a heartbreak for me. I'm going to say for me. And then when you'd say what, it's a heartbreak of a huge loss, but it's something that you can't do anything about really. So trying to find some kind of acceptance and some kind of fight in you, but you still feel that heartbreak and that loss. What about you? And that I have 3 heartbreaks that I want to discuss today.
Yeah.
And there might be more.
The one that you're describing about our bodies, you describe perfectly. That's exactly how I feel. It is frustrating. It is devastating. And like you said, there's in many ways not much you can do about it. You're forced into a deep state of acceptance if you can, which is very difficult to, especially when you're, when you knew your body and your life a very different way. So it is a daily heartbreak, if you will, or a heartbreak that can sneak up on you in moments where you could be just fine and doing great, and then all of a sudden faced with a moment that is incredibly difficult and not necessarily difficult for everybody, but because of the MS. So yes, it's a very specific type of heartbreak.
It's a heartbreak that you still have to wake up in the morning and go, I have to tackle this day. I can't let this heartbreak completely take me down. I've got to drive my kid to school or whatever the case may be for you. There is a passion and a fight that comes in that heartbreak makes you push to be even stronger, right? So that's one kind of heartbreak, the kind of heartbreak that we feel for our health, and right?
Yep.
Then I was thinking about the heartbreak of a loss of a person on this planet, like my dad passing away a couple months ago. I have a certain kind of heartbreak with that, which is, number one, I'll never see him or talk to him again, but also the heartbreak of all the regrets I have of the things I didn't say, certain resentments that I held that seem so frivolous and ridiculous to me now. How I wish I had maybe spent more time or something. I mean, I love the man. I loved the person he became when he became a grandfather to my daughter. That heartbreak is coming from this place of, fuck, there's so much more I wish I could have said or done. And now I will never be able to. What about you with that kind of heartbreak?
Yeah. I mean, that kind of heartbreak of grief, of not of having feelings, no matter what they are, whether they're love, whether they're, unsaid words that you feel there's no one on the receiving end for. There's nowhere to put that feeling. There's nowhere to put that heartbreak. There's nowhere to put that grief. Um, I've had my own experiences with that. And again, you've described it quite beautifully.
Well, so that's one of them. And then I'm going to come to the one that is really, really troubling and hard to understand, I think, in this life for everybody is the heartbreak when a person leaves your life, but they're still walking on this fucking planet, you know? Like that kind of loss that hits you on the side of the head that feels like you're being stabbed, you know? And I know I've done that to people, right? Like I know that. And
It's not easy on either end of it, but when you're on the receiving end of, let's say, for example, like, somebody ending a relationship that you're in my experience, it's been you feel like the rug's being pulled out from under you. You had all these expectations and plans and ideas of what your life would look like, and now a major role player in that scenario is gone. And for me, I think what is has always been the hardest part of that type of heartbreak is that there's somebody going around the world that, like, has a big piece of me, that had so much of my attention and had so much of my heart, and that they're just walking around the world now with that, and I'm not part of it. And it's incredibly devastating. That is You can't compare the heartbreaks, but that's one that, at least for me, has been the hardest to get over.
yeah. And then it's like my mom always used to say to me when I was younger, I would have that kind of heartbreak, you know, but like at 13, what the fuck do you know about of heartbreak or, like,
Yeah.
right? And she always said that women or females, whatever, people, mostly women, sorry, it's like a lady thing to me. So I'm sorry to anyone who's, I don't know.
Or
You,
maybe
you,
we
you
just
know what I'm
talk about it more. Maybe
We
we
talk
express
about
that
it.
we feel
Okay,
it more.
what we do is we fucking get devastated. We talk it over with our friends when we're crying, and then eventually your friends are like, "Fuck that person," and then you're like, "Yeah, fuck that person," and then you grieve, grieve, grieve. Then you get angry. Then you get to the other side of it, and you're like, "Oof, okay, I'm done." And then the fucker comes back and tries to get back with you, and by that time, you're like, "Dude, bye." Like they work in a different time frame. Dudes, right? Dudes or whatever, girls,
Well,
people,
this yeah,
the
because
other
this could be
person.
about friendships
Yeah, the
too. I
friendship, that's what
mean,
I'm saying, like,
yeah.
whatever, it's could be anything, but, like, the person that left the scenario, it had a reason, and they're fine with their reason. They've justified it, and then they kinda go through it without any problem, and then all of a sudden it'll hit them months later, and they're like, "Oh shit, I made a mistake," and the thing is that I'm sorry, it is women because we do talk unless, whatever, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't wanna offend anybody who talks a lot about their feelings. I'm just talking from my own experience.
Yeah.
We get it out. We hash it, we hash it, we hash it, and then by the time that person comes back into your life, you're like, "I'm good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Bye."
Yeah. I mean, I've had 2 experiences like that. One was a friendship and one was a guy.
Yeah, okay.
And the one with the guy, um, he knew that he had a hold on me. I think he knew that breaking up was not something that I wanted. I made it very clear. And for a long time, probably over a year, he kind of strung me along. I was there when he wanted me and would leave when he didn't. And I eventually just got to a certain point where I've realized my worth. And I realized, oh yeah, the reason why he keeps coming back is because I'm great.
Yeah.
And the reason why he keeps leaving is because he's not. And I kid you not, in the moment that I said to myself, I am done with this person. I literally wrote down on a piece of paper like everything I wanted to say that I wasn't going to send, and I burned it. What do you think happened about 10 minutes later?
He fucking called you.
Yep.
He fucking called you, right?
Mhm.
Because the energy shifted,
Yep.
right? So you're focusing, you're like begging, "Oh my god, I'm suffering, I'm this, I'm that." And they're like, "Ugh." And the second you're like, "Oh my god," post a picture of you like
Uh-huh.
being hot and going somewhere and they're like, "What?"
Yep.
I always tell my daughter about that, like with friends and stuff like that, because she's
Yeah.
too young to be, doing that. But I'm always like, "Girl, just trust me on this one." Like the second you release it and you find like a way forward for you, like these people will change their tune. They're going to want a piece of that energy. They want
Yeah.
that. They want a piece of that confidence. They want a piece of that. And then it comes down to like the stupid like game playing, but it's really not about that. It's not playing hard to get. Playing hard to get is a lie. But literally being okay with oneself is where they go like, I want that. I want to be a part of that. So,
And
got
I mean, that works
mhm.
for like our business,
Yep.
right? That works for
Yeah.
friendships, that works for everything in your life. It's an energy. I had the same conversations with Bo this year, when he was struggling with friends and trying to figure out who he was and how to fit in again. And I just told him, dude, you're great. The right people will find you. You just need to be reminded that you are a great person. Let them come to you. Don't seek it out.
Yep.
And it was like, proof before my eyes. Look, it's something I need a constant reminder of myself. But I had a very close, I would call best friend, the only friend that I've ever in my life like parted ways with. And it was, I mean, this person was like my sister, like my first call in the day, my last call of the day, like somebody I was very, very, very close with. And we ended our friendship, our relationship over a complete misunderstanding. And it was probably one of the most devastating parts of my life. And um, it took years for us to reconnect, but with really strong boundaries. Like we literally are like Instagram friends now. And it's fine because for me, what happened was I saw that she had a baby. And in my head, I'm like, this person was with me for the birth of my first child, as I married my husband, like, was there with me for so many things. And I knew this was something she wanted down the line. Like, how could I not reach out and just say, like, no matter what's happened between us, I am happy for you. And I think that the the only reason that this type of heartbreak, if you've got to choose, can be the one to choose is because there will be and can be a time where, if anything, at least you can have resolve about it.
Yeah.
But it is probably one of the most painful in the deep throes of it.
Yeah. It's throat punch, man,
Yeah.
that kind of feeling. But I was also gonna say when you were talking about just life, like, my mom used to say to me, like, for auditions and shit, "They need you more than you need them.
I
Go
love it.
into the room with, 'They need you more than you need them.'" And that seemed to work.
Yeah, it did. It sure did. It worked for you.
Do you ever feel like your mind is running in a dozen directions at once? Like your thoughts are so scattered, even the smallest decisions can feel overwhelming? Please say yes so I don't feel crazy. But did you know, and I can be your personal guinea pig to attest for this, that with just 5 minutes a day with calm, it can help you slow down, clear your head, and make choices with more confidence? I've learned and I've actually read as a fact that stillness actually sparks creativity. When you give your brain just a moment to rest, your best ideas often follow. Calm is the number one app for sleep and meditation. You're basically giving yourself the power to calm your mind and change your life with a little app in your little phone, in your little hand. We all face unique challenges in our lives, right? And that's why Calm offers a wide range of content and programs to help you navigate life's ups and downs. So they've got guided meditations, anywhere from helping you work through anxiety and stress to help to boost your focus, build healthier habits, take better care of your physical health. They have sleep stories, sleep meditations, calming music that'll help you kind of just drift off into that restful sleep you need. I play it for my kids all the time when they're having big questions or anxiety before bed. They also have grounding exercises that can help you reset and relax when you're feeling overwhelmed in the middle of a work day, where you're about to walk into a big meeting or see some family that stresses you out. They also have expert led talks to help you handle grief. There's ones about improving self-esteem, improving relationships, and more. The Calm app just puts tools you need right in your pocket, so stress and anxiety relief is always within reach. They also have over 2 million five-star reviews, if that's not proof enough. Calm has an exclusive offer just for our listeners. You will get 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/messy. This is an amazing value. Go to calm.com/messy for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. Calm.com/messy. And tell Calm you heard about them from us.
Let me ask you, because I can speak from my experience, when you are dealing with heartbreak, for me, it shows up heavy on the physical. And I mean, this is MS or not, right? I think they call it heartbreak because you literally feel like
It's
pain in
in
your
your heart.
chest. Yes, in your heart. Like I, I, as a teenager would be like immobile. You know what I mean? Because of the how devastating it would feel. It's wild to think how connected our bodies are with our emotions.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you get like sick and everything starts to trickle, it's like starts with the heart, then it goes to the throat, and then it goes to the stomach. And then the next thing you know, it feels like it's never going to end.
Yeah.
That's that kind of heartbreak. Like
Yeah.
it's never going to end because the other person is still walking the earth. It's like like with my dad, like I was saying, like I light a candle by his picture every single morning when I wake up to honor him. And it's getting to the point where it's getting easier to accept that he's gone. Um, and with MS, it's getting easier to accept where I'm at. I didn't say it. I've accepted. It's easier getting to the place of acceptance. I don't think we'll ever have total acceptance because it fucking sucks, and we know it sucks.
And you have a life to compare it to before,
Yeah.
and you always will.
And so that's heartbreaking. And
Yeah.
my dad, we knew was going to go, so there was like an acceptance there of like,
Mhm.
that's not going to last forever. But when the other person's roaming the earth, that's tough stuff right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think about, the hearts that I've broken, and that's making me cry, I feel like,
Mm.
fuck, like that sucks.
Have you been able to ever have, like, follow-up conversations, though, with the people that you've said broken their hearts?
Um,
Like, have you ever had, like, a moment with someone
yes,
from your
without saying too much about my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my best friends. So we're good.
Hmm. Yeah,
Takes a minute.
it does. Well, being on both sides of it, I think there's some solace there. It's
Yeah.
possible. But like you
Yeah.
said, there's the stages of it. I mean, I think anger is one of the healthier ones.
Ugh.
That's always the hardest one for me to get to, especially with other people. When it came to myself and my body, sure. But for other people, I'd always be so quick to like blame myself or assume that it was my fault.
They have a good way of making you feel like it's your fault too.
True. True.
Mhm.
True.
Sorry. Just,
Yeah. Don't apologize.
and they're like, fuck, what did I do? And, I have never proclaimed to be like super duper nice, like I'm just not. I don't talk in flowers. I have a complicated life. And if you don't know that about me by now, then I'm not going to change.
Yeah, but what's your definition of nice? Nice.
Like, your voice sounds like this when you talk.
Well, but that's not
How
nice.
are
That's
you? Let me hold your hand while you cry. You know me. I'm a total asshole. I talk like a bitch, even when I'm totally happy. My tone is very direct. I can't help it.
that's all signs of high intelligence, by the way.
Well, fucking yes, we know that. I just don't have that in me.
And that's fine. That says nothing about you, right or wrong. Do you know what I mean? Good or bad. That's who you are. It's the essence of who you are. It's the charm of who you are. It's part of the beauty of who you
Is
are.
it charming though? Is it?
Yes,
I don't
and
think
you've
it
built
is.
an entire career on being
Being
a
a dick.
smart, witty, quick on her feet. Like, yes, that can't be taught. That's something that people wish that they could be, and a way in which people wish they could conduct themselves at times. So I don't want you
Yeah.
to, you can't, that's a thing. You can't ever let anybody make you feel wrong or bad for being who you are, especially when they've met you as who you are. You know
Yeah,
what I
I've
mean?
never been anything but this, except for when I was
Exactly.
like, see, this is the part that I get to. It's like, except for when I was like meditating every day and going and taking classes at my church, Agape, like I was like such a nicer person. I still talked like this. I still talk like I'm from New York. I'm always been very quick and not quick-witted, but like clippy. I'm clippy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't talk in poetry. I can't. Like
That's not who you
it gives me
are.
the heebies. It
I
gives me the
would, I
fucking
actually,
heebies.
I don't think I'd be able to do this podcast with you if you
Could
spoke
you
in
imagine it
poetry.
was like, Jamie, you know what I'm feeling in my heart space
Oh,
today?
no,
Would you vomit all over the goddamn computer? Because I
uh,
almost just did. I
I'd be
can't.
leaving. I'd
And
be
that's fine
leaving
if you
this room.
are. That's fine if you
Of
are.
course,
Be lovely. Oh my God, I'd love to be lovely. But I'm just not.
you are.
Whatevs. I'm just not.
You are.
That's all. Just,
Listen, heartbreak. There's a reason why 95% of songs are written about heartbreak. It's inescapable in this life. We are met with it in so many different ways at so many different
I mean, there's even a
times.
band, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Come on.
There
Okay,
you
sorry,
go.
that was really a dumb joke. But
It's true. It's true.
so if any of you have experienced one or all of the above, write to us and tell us your experiences and how you got through it, got over it. Do you ever get over it? Or just write it down, because I think that I'm going to start writing down some shit because I got a lot to say right now. Just it feels like in the last couple weeks I've really upset some people, and the people have spoken, and the people want nothing to do with me anymore.
But if you're speaking your mind, are you clear though that their reception of what you said is the reason for it and not what you said?
I don't know,
Does that
dude.
make
I'm
sense?
super confused right now. Super blindsided all over the place.
Sorry.
And then of course I'm going to just take it on myself, I'm going to take it on that I did something terribly wrong, because that's what I'm being told, you know. I'm
But
being
no one
told
else
that
around
it's
you is
all
telling you that.
me. It's very rare that anyone takes fucking responsibility. It really is. So,
Yeah.
yeah. My nearest and dearest know exactly who I am, you know. My best friend Carolyn, like, she talks through every television show or movie that we're watching, and I just sit here going, "Can you just shut the fuck up? Like, just watch it. None of us know what is happening. None of us have seen this episode. And she just looks at me. She's like, fuck you. And then that's it. We're fine. Like, we're good. It's 30-year friendship. That's how you talk.
That's how you talk. I saw something where it said that if you have a friend that can like rib you or like even poke fun at you, that your relationship is like 60% more whatever
Didn't I send
authentic or
didn't I
did you
send that
send
to
me
you on
that?
Instagram?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I know I saw it on Instagram. I don't know if you sent it to
I'm
me.
pretty sure I sent that to you because
Okay.
we've discussed this before because like if I can't rib you and you rib me back, it's my love language.
Yep.
If I'm nice to you, here's the problem. If I'm really, really nice to you, I probably hate you.
Oh shit.
So be careful.
Eek.
Eh, well, I'm nice to you because I love you, but I also
I
like we
know.
talk like this, but like
Yes.
if I'm like being like super polite and stuff, I probably like you probably irk me to the point where I just want to get through the conversation and move the fuck on.
I feel like I would be able to pick that up with you.
Yeah. No,
Meaning, like, if you were around somebody else and you were acting that way, I would be
oh
able to
my
pick it
God, you'd
up.
be like, oh,
I'd be like, "Who's that?"
girl don't like this person
Yeah.
at all.
Oh, man.
Ugh,
Oh,
anyway.
life, man. Anyway, well, at some point today on this pod, I wanted to tell you I was just on a little baseball trip for Bo with all the baseball families, and one of the moms was talking to me. Her name is Lauren. She was telling me how much she loves Messi and she listens to it all the time. And she was like, I would love to have my favorite movies be, read by Christina. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, tell me what they are. And I tried to read them. And I don't think I did a good job, but I am so interested to hear the difference of my reading versus yours.
Oh my God, you have to give them to me.
Okay, should we do it now?
Yeah, let's do it now before we get into
Okay, let
our
me make sure I can remember
beautiful
them all.
listeners.
Okay, it was Zero Dark 30,
Okay.
The Holiday, Sweetest Thing,
I
13
know those people.
Hours, like the movie about Benghazi. Yeah?
Yep, yeah.
Gosh, what was her fifth? Is that enough? I can't think of her
No, that's
fifth.
4.
I know.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'll see what I could do.
Okay. Do you want to hear what I said first?
Yeah, let me hear what you said.
So I said, you like to keep you just want to make everybody happy. Oh, and I think the other one was Elf. I was like, you like to make everybody, you always want to make sure that everybody's happy, that everybody's okay. And then I was like, oh, maybe the other one was Black Hawk Down. I was like, and then, but you like the feeling of being like protected by a strong masculine energy. That was not right. That part, she told me.
I just see that she just feels less than in this world.
Oh.
That she can't be a hero, she can't find true love, and that true love is an idea that is unattainable to her in her own mind, but that she wishes she could just be the hero. She wants the attention to be a hero somehow, some way. The one that wants to be like worshipped and lauded and get
Celebrated.
celebrated. And she's looking in all the wrong places for that celebration. There you go.
Wow. She did tell me her dream was to be like a badass CIA person. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Like to be, feel like the hero.
But the
Like what you
holiday
just
and
said.
sweetest thing can throw you off in there.
Yeah.
But those are also kind of, it's unattainable. Like the people in that are, it's a complicated. It's like, it's unattainable.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Well, there you go, Lauren.
there you go, Lauren.
You got your reading.
You're welcome.
Love ya.
Messy is brought to you by Beam. Let's talk about sleep. Sleep isn't just about rest. We've learned this. This is also when your body repairs, restores, and resets. You can do all the right things during the day, right? You can eat clean, you can move your body, you can hydrate, you can meditate. But if you are not sleeping well, not just sleeping, but sleeping well. It's like building a house on a cracked foundation. Sleep is just one of the most essential and most overlooked parts of our health. And that's why I rely on Beam's Dream Powder. It is a healthy nighttime blend designed for people like me who take their sleep health very seriously. It has all these science-backed ingredients like reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, apigenin, and melatonin. So Beam's Dream Powder is formulated to help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up sharp without the grogginess of other sleep aids. I feel really good. First of all, it tastes great. I feel like I get my good restorative rest. And like I just said, there was no grogginess. There was no trouble getting up in the morning. If anything, I felt even better waking up in the morning. I'm not tossing and turning all night. I'm not hitting that snooze button. And I am not the only one. Beam has already improved over 17.5 million nights of sleep, helping people across the country wake up and feel their best. Right now, Beam is offering up to 40% off their best-selling Dream Powder for our listeners. Perfect timing to lock in your summer sleep strategy. Go to shopbeam.com/messy and use code MESSY at checkout. That's shopbeam.com/messy and use code MESSY for up to 40% off. Grab the deal and give your sleep the same attention you give the rest of your health today. Support for Messy comes from Function. Function is an all-in-one health platform that starts with over 100 advanced lab tests covering your entire body. I can forget sometimes to check other things with my health. It's like I have these appointments with my neurologist, my gynecologist, but as I'm getting older, I'm realizing I need to pay attention to everything. And in Function, like I said, this is the all-in-one where you can check your heart, your hormones, your liver, your kidneys, your thyroid, your autoimmunity, cancer signals, toxins, nutrients, and more. Their annual checkups cover usually, right, when you're going to the doctor, only 19 biomarkers. Function Health goes 5 times deeper than that, giving you a very comprehensive view that allows you to catch potential issues early and take proactive action. It's just facts, guys. Unlike some companies, Function's not going to try to sell you supplements or prescriptions. They're just trying to give you helpful insights so you can focus on your health. And it's actually pretty affordable when you think about it. At $499 annually, their membership includes the cost of the 100 plus lab tests through their nationwide lab partner. And there are over 2,000 locations nationwide, making it accessible to a wider audience. And again, compared to traditional healthcare costs, these type of tests would cost you up to $15,000 to get those same results. Tests that are included in the Function membership are ones that help you test for how to master stress. So they'll check your cortisol levels, your DHEA levels. There's tests that can help you talk about your food and emotion. So they're checking your insulin, your vitamin D, things that help with your motivation, like magnesium levels, B vitamin levels, iron. These are the things that fuel your brain function and boost motivation. There's things for appetite control. They'll check your leptin. They'll help you regulate your hunger and improve your metabolic health. I could go on and on. Function currently has a wait list, but they are offering our audience the chance to skip it. Head to functionhealth.com/messy or enter code MESSY when signing up to skip that wait list. That's functionhealth.com/messy and use code MESSY.
Ah, fuck a duck.
Oh, fuck a duck.
Fuck a
All
duck.
right. Should we read some emails?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll read the first one because it's short, because
Yes,
everyone
you
now
should.
knows. Guys, it's not because I don't want to read your words. It's because I need new glasses. All right. There is one on the 3rd page, which I want to make the 2nd page if we can. It makes me laugh.
Sure.
And you'll know why in a minute. All right, this message is from Ellie. Hi, Jamie and Christina. Thank you for starting the podcast. I binged dozens of episodes in the months after my diagnosis last fall. Sucks, sorry about that. I've been very lucky so far. Now that my original optic neuritis is gone, my only symptom seems to be overheating easily. Listening to you and your guests talk about your experiences helped me make some sense of what was happening. I'm so grateful. The other thing that has helped me move through the grief is understanding the disease itself better. I highly recommend the memoir, The Face Laughs While the Brain Cries by Dr. Hauser, one of the pioneers of the current B cell treatments. Thank you, dude. We have today. Jamie, I would also love to hear how you approached having kids with MS. My fiance and I are planning a family, and it feels daunting. Thank you so much. That's for you, James.
Yeah. So I got pregnant with Bo by accident. I happened to be
What, he just
off
slipped? He's just slipped and fell into your vagina?
kind of
Okay.
something like that. I happened to be off therapies at the time. It was like very divine. So when I got pregnant, but so when I went to get pregnant with my second son, Jack, I had basically got the go ahead from my neurologist. He had switched me to another therapy and he wanted me on it for at least a year to sort of stabilize me. We did an MRI and what he had read from the MRI was that there was no like disease activity, meaning like like when he looks at an MRI, it's like there's a sign that he
Mm.
could see where the disease is basically either on or off. And he felt that it had turned off and was in a stable place, and it gave me the go ahead basically to try to get pregnant. And so we went ahead and did that, got pregnant, and then when my son was about 4 months old, he asked me to stop nursing and go back on medication, and that's what I did. So that's how we navigated that.
This has nothing to do with it, but I had to tell you this because it's something I wanted to tell you the other day. I found an old text just text conversation with my first neurologist, and because I was trying to find dates of stuff.
Yeah.
On June 17th, he said the MRIs show no signs of MS or inflammation. 10 days later, he called me to say I had MS. So I was reading that and I just sobbed. I was like, motherfuck. And it wasn't his fault. He had only done spine on me at that point. And
Oh.
isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Like, I remember reading that and him going, there are no signs of MS or inflammation, blah, 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 blah. This is neuropathy. And literally the next message was, I need to talk to you Monday. That
What
happened.
happened between then and then?
I had a brain MRI.
You had a brain MRI at another time.
After that message, he's
Wow.
like, let's just go brain. Because at first we were testing for the neuropathy. We were looking at,
Yes.
so that's why we did spine, like pinched nerves, all that kind of shit. And finally, he's like, yeah, we should do a brain. And it was like, well, there's no denying it when you have 30 lesions on your brain. It's like done. So isn't that crazy? So
Yeah.
anyway, but thank you, Dr. Hauser, because these B cell treatments are wonderful, as we know.
Yes.
I have been taken off of my meds right now because my B cells are staying incredibly low. So instead of like putting all that stuff in, or they've paused me for right now. But there's that part of you that's like, can I just keep doing it anyway?
Yeah.
Can I just keep putting the stuff in me anyway?
So what does that mean? So because the medicine is supposed to make your B cells count low,
Yeah,
right?
you want them low.
But are yours too low that they don't want you on the medication?
No, they just feel like, why put yourself through? Because the medication, and look, this is not shitting on the medication. It's heavy, guys. It's
Sure.
fucking heavy stuff. Like, you don't feel good. Takes a long time. It's, and this is not to scare anyone off. You need to do it,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, you have to. But they're just seeing that, like, it can be pretty heavy duty on you. And because mine are still at a great level, it means that it's still working,
I
regardless of the
see.
fact that I haven't had it for almost a year.
Wow.
But I'm like that crazy person who's like, I don't even care. Just keep putting the shit in me. I don't, I'd rather just know that I'm doing that, but I'm not a neurologist, so
You trust. Yep.
I'm gonna have to.
Trust your doctor. And I think if you get a strong enough feeling that you need to be back on any type of therapy, you would know.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I should right now, but I'm also driving my kid to school now. I'm doing everything for her because things have changed around this house and I don't have really anyone here on the weekends. So I'm doing all of it. I'm cooking, I'm driving, I'm all the things that I wasn't doing. I have to. So
How does that feel with this change?
it feels great.
Good.
And it feels great for Sadie because she's seeing her mom do everything. And, I drove her to school today and we blasted music, like as loud as music could be. And it was so funny because we had the windows down and the sunroof open and people were like rolling their eyes at us. But we were blasting like Fleetwood Mac. Come on.
Yeah.
It's not like we're blasting like cuss words and bad things, like that's offensive to anyone outside of the car. It's like literally Fleetwood Mac and then The Cure. Come on, don't roll your eyes at us.
Who's rolling their eyes at that?
People, because it was loud, like really loud.
At
Like
probably 8 in the morning.
it was, yeah.
I love that for you. Good for you. If I saw a mom and her daughter blasting music at 8 in the morning on the way to the school, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We
I
got a
love
lot
that
of
for
rolled
you.
eyes. We got a lot of like, ugh, that
Well,
music's too loud. It's Fleetwood Mac, motherfuckers. Come
get
on.
over it.
Come on.
Get over it, LA.
Oh,
Figure it
LA.
out.
Poor LA right now.
I know. Ugh. One thing after another.
Anywho,
Okay.
sorry, LA. We went off on a bunch of other stuff. Thank you for listening, and
Yes.
and thank you
Yes.
for
And good luck, Ellie, with planning your family and everything. I hope it goes smoothly for you.
yeah. And I would love to read this book, "The Face Laughs While the Brain Cries" by Dr. Hauser. That was kind of our life,
Yeah,
right?
kind of.
I do laughy laugh. I do ha ha ha. Look at how funny I am, and inside I am dying
Dying.
of
Yep.
pain in
Yep.
my brains and my hearts.
That's
Okay.
that's about right. Should I
Therapists might
read?
not think that's a really good idea, but go ahead. Sorry.
Maybe we should have Dr. Hauser on.
Maybe we should. Is
Is he avail? Let's find
We'll
out.
find out. Okay.
All right, this is from John. First of all, thank you for letting me know I'm not alone. Found your podcast through Conan's show.
Woohoo,
I don't
Coco.
Yeah, I don't have a group of people that are going through the same thing around me in rural Montana, so finding this gem has been extremely helpful. I listen to you guys in the early mornings at work when I feel the need to be understood, even if it's just listening to your show. I got concerned one day when I was walking in the hills behind my house. I was stumbling over the terrain that had never given me problems in the past. And so began my long winding road of testing and more testing. I had so many MRIs, I thought about etching Brooks was here inside the tube.
Should have.
Finally, I got the diagnosis, and the first treatment was 5 days of a steroid drip.
Boo.
I was supposed to go right into treatment, but the ever-loving joy to deal with insurance company held it up.
Fuckers.
Coming off the roids was another level of hell. Yes, I know.
Sorry,
It
I'm
was
sorry. I'm doing commentary. I
No.
probably shouldn't because this is serious.
because it
I
was
know.
3 more weeks until I got on my meds. Wow. 3 doses in 3 weeks, and it was the first time I felt normal in a long time. I'm now in my maintenance phase, so the symptoms have certainly returned. It truly is the brain fatigue that is the most exhausting for me. Here's to pushing on and keeping the right attitude for this crap show. Thank you again, ladies. Back at you, John. We get it. It's a crap show. It sure is, but here's what we do. We got to do what we got to do day by day. I hope that you're still finding time to take your walks in the hills behind your house. That sounds lovely. I've never been to Montana.
I have it soup, but I went there to like this friend's house who had built this like literally a Four Seasons house, like overlooking the mountains.
Oh,
That's for me now. I'm spoiled.
yeah.
Sorry. It's very beautiful there.
I hear it is. I hear it is. Well, I'm glad you're on treatment. I'm glad you're feeling okay. The brain fatigue is rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to also say, oh, this is brain fatigue. It's so easy to be like, oh, I'm being lazy, or oh, I'm, not being motivated, or oh, I'm being this. Like, brain fatigue is legit hard thing to get through.
I sometimes pretend I'm having brain fatigue when I can't think of a word because sometimes I just can't think of words and I'm like, oh, yeah, I just can't think of it. Or like someone will have told me something and then I'm like, oh, I don't remember because of my brain fatigue. Sorry, I use it. To
Oh,
my
yeah.
advantage.
Why not?
Oh, I forgot I was supposed to do that. Sorry, brain fatigue. But then we actually do have brain fatigue, which, yeah, That
But
sucks.
now you never know if it's real or not because we can say it.
Yep.
Sorry about it.
Yep.
Well,
Okay. All right. So I'll read the next one, and then I want to get to this other one. But let's just go there from Adrian.
okay.
Hi, Adrian. This message is from you. Hey, ladies. I'm a 43-year-old mom of 2 teenagers. Diagnosed with PPMS in 2019, I was a super active person who loved being at the beach or kickboxing class 6 years ago. When I started having bladder incontinence and having trouble walking when I got hot, I ignored it or brushed it off for years because I was a young, otherwise healthy woman. Even after diagnosis, I thought, okay, I'll get on medication and follow doctor's orders and I'll be okay. I immediately started physical therapy and researched the best diet for someone with PPMS. Don't we all? Found a neurologist that specializes in MS. I really thought I could be the most successful MS story ever if I worked hard at it. Obviously, I was incredibly naive. Even though I do everything right, I now wear a brace, have to use trekking poles on good days, and a mobility scooter on bad days. And every year I realize that what I now consider a good day was what I considered
Mm.
a bad day the year before. Your podcast has been such a blessing for me to find. Adrian, I'm going to punch you right in your leg with your brace because you're making me cry. I can't read the rest because my eyes are crying. Sorry.
Although I'm surrounded by amazing friends and family who always mean well, they just don't get it. And sometimes I don't have the energy to try and explain it. I know this may sound crazy and a little narcissistic, but I'm still having a hard time accepting that this is my life. There is this part of me that thinks I just have to work out harder or find some new medicine and get back to walking because full acceptance seems too depressing. And I'm supposed to keep a positive attitude, right? That's not even really a question for you both, but I'd love to hear your opinions. Thank you so much for your podcast.
Adrian, Adrian, you literally just wrote our inner dialogue.
Yeah, I was like, if I wrote love Jamie, it was what every word would be true. Every
Mhm.
single word would be true. I just said this to somebody the other day because a friend at the baseball tournament, she was like, "You look like, are you having a hard time?" And I was like, "Yeah, but you know what? Like 3 years ago, like I would give, or 5 years ago, I would give anything to have like my worst day. And like, I just know that I'm going to long for how I'm moving right now, possibly one day. And so I'm just really just trying to not think of how hard it is and just be grateful that I'm moving at all. But I feel you so much, especially on like I had that same attitude where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take medicine and I'm gonna fight this and I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna do this, and like I'll be fine. And you feel like a failure. You constantly feel like you did something wrong. You didn't do it good
Mhm.
enough because you're not as healthy as other, like when I see people that run marathons with MS, my mind is blown. I'm happy for them, but you think,
What
what's
did I
wrong
do
with
wrong?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first neurologist said to me, "Oh, you're gonna be fine. I have 80-year-old people coming in here with MS with their heels on and their hats. I can't fucking walk in normal shoes, man. Just flat shoes." So then I'm like, "What did I do?" You're
Mhm.
constantly, like, comparing, and this is the big lesson, Adrian. You cannot compare to anybody else's MS. MS affects everyone differently. We all have our unique story. We all
Yes.
have our unique symptoms, and we're doing the best we fucking can. And you didn't do anything wrong, okay? This is just your cards right now. And, you know, 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even fathom driving my car to take my kid to school, and I am now. Now, am I getting better? No, but I'm going, "Oh, I am capable of these things sometimes." And it's okay to say sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. Really, I think in your um letter, I feel very seen, and this can happen 1,000 times, and each time it's going to mean have to hold the same value and mean the same thing because we're stuck in this tunnel vision every day of what it's like to live with this, and you hear somebody speak the words that you live and feel, and it is oddly comforting. So thank you for this, truly,
Thank
truly.
you.
Support comes from iRestore. Summer's here, and if you're like me, I'm needing a total refresh. I just cut 7 inches off my hair, and now I've turned to my skin. I have glowing, radiant skin as of late, thanks to my iRestore Illumina face mask. What is this face mask, you ask? Okay, well, with 360 medical grade LEDs, this dermatologist recommended mask packs double the power of most other masks. It has a combo of red, infrared, and blue light. So basically, that's targeting everything from wrinkles to acne to sun damage and inflammation. It's like hitting a reset button on your skin just in time for these long sunny days. It's also so easy and comfortable. I have it literally on my nightstand. I put it on when I get into bed. It has a perfect cute little remote that fits in my hand. 10 minutes, boom, the lights are on. I forget even that it's on while I'm watching TV or scrolling through my phone. And I know I'm giving my skin everything it needs to look its best. With the iRestore Illumina face mask, self-care is just as easy as it gets. It's not a complicated skin routine. It's just results. So give your skin the love it deserves this year. For a limited time only, our listeners are getting a huge discount on the iRestore Illumina face mask when you use code MESSY25 at iRestore.com. Head over to iRestore.com and use code MESSY25 for our show's exclusive discounts on the iRestore Illumina face mask. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Unlock your best skin with iRestore. Support for Messy comes from Sleep Number. I've talked about my Sleep Number bed, talked to you about how much I love it. But if you've missed it, I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to tell you the 3 smart reasons why Sleep Number is made for me and probably made for you. So when you sleep on a Sleep Number mattress, you can personalize your comfort on your side of the bed. So if you're sharing this with a partner, on your side of the bed, you can decide your firmness level. If you want it soft, if you want it firm, you want it somewhere in the middle, change it whenever, however you like. They have a Stay Cool Climate Series smart bed, which means you can cool up to 20 times faster than a leading competitor. We're all talking about perimenopause. We're all getting these hot flashes. Now you don't have to wake up in a sweaty mess. This mattress also helps you stay asleep. It literally responds to you and your movements all night and adjusts to support your body. They also have True Temp bedding, which I just ordered, and it's designed to move heat and humidity away. How cool is that? You literally cool at the touch of a button with the dual temp layer that can be added to any bedside. And all Sleep Number smart beds feature cooling layers for soothing sleep throughout the night. So why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? So you can choose your ideal comfort on either side. That's why. It is the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like to your Sleep Number setting. And now it's the Sleep Number 4th of July sale. Save over $600 on the Sleep Number P5 King Smart Bed, the lowest price of the season. It's for a limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
Okay, I'm going to read this letter from Tashana. I've been a fan of you both for so long. I grew up watching Married with Children literally from the beginning, which, given my age when the show started, 4 was certainly a questionable parenting choice, but my dad
Very.
loved this show and controlled the TV, so everyone watched it. I recently binged your podcast from the beginning after hearing about it when you 2 were guests on Conan's show. I'm so glad to have you in my life now, but sad I didn't find you sooner. I was diagnosed with MS in fall 2020 after a whole barrage of tests stemming from me losing vision in my right eye. I like to describe it like a printer that is almost out of ink. It wasn't dark, but it was super splotchy and got worse every day for about 2 weeks. When I finally went to the doctor about it, she confirmed optic nerve damage and suspected MS, but sent me to the neuro for more tests. My MRIs, brain, cervical, and thoracic, were inconclusive. I've suffered from migraines since college, and apparently that leaves lesions on the brain too. Huh.
Fuck.
I suffered from migraines my whole childhood. Interesting. Didn't know that. Thought they saw something on my spine, but were unsure. Finally, they did a lumbar puncture. Please sign me up for
Mm,
natural childbirth before making me do that
so
again.
not fun. That is like seriously
Yeah.
not. Okay, sorry.
And got a definitive diagnosis of relapsing MS. After speaking to a specialist, symptoms from a full year prior made sense. I had lost sensation between my ribs and knees. It was so weird. There wasn't tingling or pain, but if I touched the skin, I couldn't feel being touched.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get shooting heat from my back down my legs when I laid down. It hurt, but I feel like it's better described as hot. My husband has been amazing, and thankfully, my employer is incredibly accommodating to everything that I need. My symptoms have been largely minimized by infusions, but I do get some noticeable flares, especially if I overdo it or get too hot. And thankfully, the vision issue is mostly reversed with steroids, but not completely, so sadly, now I can't see without glasses. Listening to your podcast has given me so much insight into things I didn't even realize are MS related, like anxiety, overstimulation, bladder issues, etc. I thought they were just a sign of perimenopause and having had 4 kids, and I had no idea how common MS is, nor how different it is for each person. Please keep being your amazing selves and sharing your experience with the world. You are helping so many people more than you will ever know.
I was gonna say to Tashana, right? Is that, am
Yep.
I saying it correctly? I'm in menopause, have been since 2017. And it's just more. So when you get to menopause, it's just more anxiety
Mm.
and more bladder issues and just a little bit more. I mean, I'm sorry not to be a Debbie the Downs, but it's it's just more.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
It's just what happened. Well, yeah. I mean, hormonal changes are messed up. I tried to start testosterone about 2 months ago to kind of see if it could help with some of my energy levels and muscle growth, and I lost like a third of my hair.
Oh my God, girl.
Look, I can show you. Like,
Ugh.
I
Well,
don't know if you can see, I have a lot of
you
hair,
have a
but I had
lot of
more
hair.
like it all down here. Like this was all hair. It's like I would shower every day and clumps of it coming out. So now I'm on this like medical grade like supplement to help grow my hair back.
Oh my
You can't
God.
win, man. No, I
No.
literally feel like when you're used to the way you touch your hair and your head,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck? It's gone. So I don't know if I need to balance it with other things. Anyway, I say this because everything's just keeps falling apart.
Dude. And I'm not trying to push a drug, but I'm going to tell you something. So I went to a urologist the other day because of some other issues, but she was like so disturbed of my like the incontinence issue and me having to wear a diaper that she gave me this medicine. I'm not going to say the name of it, but anyway, it's supposed to help with that
Well,
part
there's a lot
of
of those
us.
that really help with
So
that.
it's this one. I don't know if
That's
you
what I take.
and it works.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to start taking it then. Okay.
I've been on
Guys,
that one for
it
years.
starts with a G. That's all I'm going to say because we are not a drug company and nor can I say anything about medications. It starts with a G. And I'm going to start it then. I wasn't going to because I was like, I think I'm pretty good. And then I'm like, you wear a diaper, bitch. Like, no, you're not good. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. That's really interesting though about the migraine things. Because literally had
Yeah.
migraines as a kid, like all growing up, even up into my early 20s. I now they come on only when I get very overheated, which isn't hard to do. But very interesting, something to think about. Thank you for letting us know about that.
Yeah. Thank you. Because I never have had them. So where the fuck did I get this crap from? Sorry. Oh, sorry. If you hear these noises, it's my
What's that?
it's my Alka-Seltzer, guys.
Oh, I could
It's
tell.
my stomach. I
In your
haven't eaten
tin
today.
cup.
I haven't eaten today, so which is stupid, but I'm starving and I've had a lot of coffee. as you can tell. And I'm going to just pour this in there and let it sizzle. So
Let's get
now you
that in
guys know
you.
what my life is because I have my stomach sizzling. All right. Well, okay, let's go to the next one because this is really cute.
Okay, this next one is very long.
Yeah, I'm going to read like part of it.
All right, and then I'll take over. You
I
tell
just
me
wanted to
when.
read it because it's message from Martine.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I wanted to say, Martine, you're my baby daddy. You can just text me.
But no, he wanted to write in. How sweet.
So this is from my baby daddy, Martine, or obviously someone Dutch. Hi, Christina and Jamie. I first of all want to thank you for creating this podcast. It has been a great soundboard for people living with MS and other chronic illnesses. It has helped create a little community. I'm Martine. No, you're not. You're not the Martine. No, you're your Martine. I'm Martine, a 33-year-old primary school teacher from just outside Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, you're Scottish with a Martine. You got to be a little Dutch in there. Come on. I was diagnosed with RRMS in August of 2024. It all started in April 2024. I was eating dinner and my gums started to feel funny. I thought maybe with all the garlic and the pasta that my teeth just needed a good brush. I brushed my teeth and went to bed and thought it a bit strange that the feeling persisted. I woke up the next morning and the full right side of my face and into the side of my head was all numb. Ugh. The type of feeling that you have when you get a jag at the dentist. I don't know what that means, Martine.
Like a
A jag.
numbing
Well,
shock.
numbing. I know, but he's saying jag. So for our listeners,
Oh,
he means numbing.
yeah.
I went to the out of hours doctors, but passed the test of is this a cotton ball I'm rubbing on your face or am I poking you with a pen lid? Nothing else came of this, and a month later, my face was fine. A few weeks later, in June, I went to see Taylor Swift in Edinburgh with my sister. After arriving home and my sister's, I got out of her car and I fell into her neighbor's garden. Not like falling flat, did more of a jig. We laughed. I don't drink, but I've always been clumsy. I'm going to let you read the rest of it because it
The
is long.
next day, my eyes felt very sensitive and weird. I went to work and was at this point seeing double. I got an emergency appointment at my doctor's. I couldn't take 3 steps without falling to the side. I was sent to the hospital to get checked, and my eyes weren't moving together. I was then kept in the hospital for 2 weeks. During this time, my right hand went funny and no longer felt like my own. Then my feet both went. My left foot has returned to normal. My right side doesn't feel numb, doesn't feel tingly. It just doesn't feel like my own. I have to laugh. Here I am in work, reminding children to write neatly whilst my writing is horrid. The children are aware I have a hand issue now, though, but it does make me laugh. MRI scans were done, eye tests were done, and then the lumbar puncture. After all the tests, I was let out. I turned 33 in the hospital, but luckily, I was given a day release. In August, it was made official that I have RRMS and was advised to go on a second line treatment due to having 2 relapses in the space of just over a month apart. I'm very lucky to have a supportive family, and my partner Craig moved down from Edinburgh to live with me. We've been together for 6 years. He has always been so supportive. I decided pretty much straight away that there's no point in shielding this from anyone other than children I'm teaching. I went to work and told everyone, as I'd rather not have to deal with anyone giving me funny looks if I look different or walk different at any point. Everyone already is aware. I have a good outlook about this. I understand that times will get hard and it will be a roller coaster. I'm glad I have answers and have been able to get to the bottom of it quickly, but damn, does the fatigue hit hard. I always explain it to others that it is a different type of tired. After speaking with my neurologist, we believe that this was lying dormant due to having glandular fever when I was 18. Thank you again for creating a community of people who truly understand what we are going through. I have a great support network, but I know nobody who will truly understand this in my personal life. Thank you for raising awareness and always putting a smile on my face, Martine. Thank you, friend.
Thank you. I have a question. What is a relapse? Like, okay, I'm going to ask you this because I always feel like shit. I just
Mm-hmm.
have shittier days. So, like, what is the baseline? I mean, I guess the baseline
So,
for everyone is different, right?
right.
But my baseline is always I have MS. Like, it's always
My
there.
like for me, a relapsing symptom is my bladder. Like I can go months, sometimes a year and a half with no bladder issues. And then all of a sudden it'll start feeling funky. I don't, you never know what sparked it. Um, And in times of relapse, there can be disease progression, and then you can go and then it can remit, but sometimes the damage that was done during that relapse stays, if that
Oh,
makes sense.
great.
So,
Yeah.
like, me having this 25 years, I could think of moments where I'm like, now, oh my God, now I'm having a little spasticity, or now the foot drop's happening, or now this is happening, which has led me over the course of time to have the disability that I have, but it's been relapsing, remitting this whole time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but mine always just feels like shit, and then I just feel shittier. My legs are really kind of el fuckoed right now, and what I've noticed is the pain in my ankles and the bottom of my feet are so bad. Like, even to touch my skin from ankles down is like as if you're burning me. And
Mm,
that's, like, kind of how I live every day, and now I'm getting used to it, so then I don't know. But I'm always very fucking aware of my MS. It's
yeah.
always very
No.
aware of it. So when someone says, "I'm having a relapse," in my mind, I'm thinking, "Oh, so they have that," and then they go back to just being normal.
I
What
mean,
it
look,
like
again, it's different for everybody, but
right.
my experience has been the bladder, bowel, that type of thing can come and go, the fatigue, but the moments where there've been more struggle with my gait, with my movement, with my strength, I'll do what I can to take care of myself and combat it in that moment. But let me also say, and I'm sure a lot of other people go through this, like I can go super hard with taking care of myself and working out and stretching and exercising and PT and this and eating right and this and that. And I always, always, always hit a wall and then have like a month or two where I'm like, fuck it. I'm a little bit in that right now where I'm just
Yeah.
exhausted. I'm like, I can't. Sometimes like my full-time job can't be my body. And sometimes I need a break. And I'm currently in I need a break, which is not great because I'm going back to work a little bit, which is fun. But, then all of a sudden you're like, shit, I wish I've been working out more the past couple of weeks now that I'm about to, step on a set again.
Right. But then okay, so let me ask you this. So I've because I said that we haven't really had anyone around, for the last couple weeks, and I'm kind of doing everything for my kid, and that's, stuff like that. And I like at the end of the day, I am done.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I haven't even done that much, but I am
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my legs are like 500-pound weights of pain and shit from my knees down. And that's my jam, is my knees
Yeah.
down and my fingertips. My fingertips are weird.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh my God, I barely did really anything. But I'm doing more than what I have been for the past several months, which is sleeping all day and laying in my bed and not doing anything. I'm doing more and I'm getting like it's making it worse. Like so it's like that thing with exercising. Like for me, I'm like, what if I push, like get really
Well,
excited?
you've
Like,
got to find a
okay,
balance because I think
yeah,
you're needing to build up your stamina again.
yeah.
But even me, who, has been doing all the workouts and doing all the things at the end of a day like that, I'm exhausted. So don't let it discourage you. It's just the reality of living with this. Like I always say, it's like a gas tank and you have your allotted gas for the day and you got to like pick and choose how to use it. And some things have to be put on the back burner. A lot of the time for me, it's sex.
Yeah.
I'm like, can't do it,
What?
bro. You got to find me at like 9:30 a.m., 8 p.m. Get the fuck out of here. Sun's down, not happening.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I don't have cards here. However, I did get like a download, and it's nothing new, probably nothing that anybody's ever said in a meditation recently that
Is
I
it
can
be the
share.
light you want to see in the world?
No,
Please
it
don't
ain't
say
that.
it. Okay,
It ain't
good.
that. But
Because
this
it
is
ain't gonna.
definitely
Because obviously it ain't gonna happen from this bitch right here. To be the light you want to see. You know what I'd like to see? A bunch of assholes. Just a
love it.
bunch of sarcastic assholes. How about that?
I pay a lot of money to watch that show.
Hmm.
So what I felt and what in this meditation that I'll share with you, again, I don't think this is anything groundbreaking, but what I felt very strongly was like, you can't ever fully move on to the next thing, to the next stage, to the next experience, to the next level, whatever you want to call it, until you have fully accepted and surrendered to the present thing. And when I heard that and felt that, that has been my focus as of late. In each moment where I'm met with heartbreak
Mhm.
and frustration and um, disability,
It's my dog. She feels you.
not
Sorry.
poet. Poet's gone.
Poet's gone. Guys, it was the best for Poet.
Poet's
Okay,
thriving.
so I'm not a bad
No, of course
dog
not.
parent. She just needed to be with other chihuahuas.
Yeah.
And she's living the life of fucking Riley right now.
Fuck yeah,
She's
Poet.
in heaven.
So happy for her. And so it is, Poet.
So it is, Poet. Sia wouldn't want to be us. Sayonara, sweetheart. No, we love the dog.
Love you,
We love
Poet.
the dog. It wasn't easy for me to take care of a very tiny,
Of
very
course.
energetic
Yes.
chihuahua
Anxious.
who's the cats would just scratch because she was so, for lack of a better word, annoying. But she's with someone. They send me videos of her every day. Like we're gonna have a play date soon. So
Oh,
I
that's
did the
so
best
good.
for the dog
Of course you did.
and myself.
That's right. For everyone.
For everyone
Well,
involved.
then let's close it out.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
And so it is.
And so it is. This show is executive produced by Christina Applegate, Jamie-Lynn Sigler, and Allison Bresnick. Our audio engineer is Josh Windisch.
And if you want to show us some love, don't forget to leave the show a rating or review. Hi, it's Jamie. Thanks for listening. I just want to let you know I am a paid spokesperson for Novartis, but this podcast is independent from my collaboration with Novartis.